All right, guys, we back. I told you that I was going to keep you updated with the communication between myself and Cross2Crown. Again, he did accept the challenge that I put out yesterday morning. So, again, kudos to him for that because that takes some big old dumbbells to put yourself out like that, especially if you've been accused of the things that the community is accusing you of. So, I'm going to say that over and over. No disrespect to Cross, but I am going to be very transparent throughout this whole process because I'm going to need the community to be involved with this. And I think that this is kind of like telling to what's going on with the actual real world right now. We don't have a lot of transparency, so the people don't really trust what's going on. So the whole way I'm going to be transparent with you guys, and I'm going to go through the first couple of correspondences between myself and Cross. All right, so the first thing he did was he responded to me with this first initial email. And the email, don't you make fun of my speech impediment, okay? Because I'll report you.
Go ahead, you got it.
Anyways, he said, I want it. I want the 5,000. Here's the questions. Where? How do we quantify the same as I do on stream? How can I trust I'll actually be compensated properly? Who is providing the money? What equipment will I be using? Other questions. What type of cheats do you think I have? Thanks, Chris. And I responded to him. Yes, sir, indeed. Now we are talking. This is best done if I answer the questions directly. So I just went and repasted the question that he asked me, and I answered them directly. Where? We'll do this in Phoenix, Arizona. You know, this is where I live. We'll take care of the travel, the stay, and the food for that day. And then the next question was, how do we quantify the same as I do on stream? And I responded, we will simply use your own clips from your stream and the content that I have already began to save and download. I'm putting it together a montage as we speak to remind you of what your gameplay actually looks like. Then we compare it to what it resembles when you actually play. That's simple. Then the next question, how can I trust I'll actually be properly compensated? And my response was, I'm going to get the community involved with this portion. I think the best way is to have a winning spot set aside, and if you win, you get the money. If not, I have the community either refund their contribution or let it sit there for the next person who decides to take the challenge. This part I can work on more to ensure that you aren't screwed if you somehow manage to succeed. Even if I personally have to back it. Guys, I'm not rich, but if I personally have to back it, I'll go cut some grass, I'll go mow some lawns, and I'll get him that 5,000. If he somehow pulls it off, he will get paid. When we come to agreement that you're comfortable with, as well as we can set it in stone, even if we have to make it into a contract. Who is providing the money? I just answered that question, so I just refer him to the answer above. What equipment will I be using? I have a PC and a console. I have both, so whichever one he wants, that's one that I will bring. But for controller and peripherals, I know that everybody is set on the ways that they play. So if he has a specific controller that he uses, I'll go buy it new. I will not let him bring his own controller. And same for mouse and keyboard. We'll go buy those new, and we will unmask those and unpack those right there on stream before we get started. So there will be no modding to anything. Then he finished off by asking, what type of cheats do you think I have? To be blunt, but not disrespectful, because I want to be clear to Cross, I'm not trying to disrespect Cross. I don't have no beef with Cross. I'm not beefing with nobody no more. At my age, I'm not beefing with nobody. So I responded, I'm certain you're using aiming hacks and walls, but you have the times where you purposely cut these things off. I think I've identified those things in some of his streams. That's just me being blunt, not to be hostile. Personally, I don't know you like that, so I don't dislike you. I just believe you're playing a dishonest game, and if I'm wrong, I'll admit it right there on stream like a man and go on the biggest Cross is not a cheater tour ever, and I mean that. If he somehow proved me wrong, I'm not gonna hold back. I will be his biggest whore for the next week or two, probably for forever, if he pulls it off, because I feel like if you call somebody out in public and they prove you wrong, you have to do it just as much, just as equally in public to let the people know that you're wrong. That's just accountability. And then life goes on, and I'll move on to the next person. This goal is not to be a Cross hater. This goal is to let people know what they all have been asking. Either you will go into DMZ2 as a legend and no one will question you again, or, well, you know the alternative. There are more responses, which I'll get into on another post. But for right now, we're just going to discuss those two. So, guys, like I said, I'm going to keep you guys updated every step along the way, especially if you guys are wanting to find out what the actual outcome is going to be for this, and you can trust it. I want you to be able to trust this, that it's been done the right way, because to be fair to him, if he pulls it off, I don't want nobody to be able to say, well, Smitty's in cahoots with Cross. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I want to make sure every email that he sends me, you guys can already see the comments that's been laid out. Every email, every back and forth that we get into, I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to keep you updated on that every step of the way, so there is no confusions. But I do want to make sure that I'm getting the right information from the community, as far as ways that can be manipulated or cheated on that I'm not aware of. I just heard something about that you can do some stuff with your phone, which I'm a coder, but I don't even know about like connecting your phone to gaming, because I'm not that deep into that realm. I'm letting you guys know this because I am entrusting you to give me the best response and feedback, so that I can continue to correspond with Cross. And I want to do this in a way to whereas it's not hostile, and it does not drive him away, and say, so that it can be well, I was going to do it, but he was only trying to do this, and he wasn't trying to adhere to this, but he was being hostile. Like, no, I don't want that to be an excuse. I want to do this with grace, and regardless of the outcome, I'm going to let you guys know. So you stay tuned for the next one.